Post-traumatic stress disorder. Many plain of alienation, rage, or guilt. Post-traumatic stress disorder. Many plain of alienation, rage, or guilt. Post-traumatic stress disorder. Many plain of alienation, rage, or guilt.
I'm injured, with no support and no one who understands me. I feel alone and isolated. To me, I was no different, but to others, I was very different and totally changed. People would tell me this and I would never understand it. I knew I had lost something, but just wasn't quite sure what it was I had lost. I had changed enough and didn't recognize it enough that it put a lot of strain on my marriage. I was drinking a lot. I'd have panic attacks, nightmares, a lot of anger. The anger became my best friend, and if I wasn't angry about something, I was looking for something to be angry about. I was never physically abusive, but people were afraid of my anger. They just didn't know what it would be like from one day to the next. Something unknown would flare up something in me, and I would lose track of what was going on around me. Life as I see it inside just isn't worth living. I feel lost. I've attempted suicide. I've done substance abuse. Just about anything that would ease the pain. I'm spiraling out of control down a hole, and that hole, if I had to describe it, would be like being in hell. Whatever the worst possible thing you can imagine about hell, that's where I am.
Post-traumatic stress disorder. Many plain of alienation, rage, or guilt. Post-traumatic stress disorder. Many plain of alienation, rage, or guilt.
Just because you have PTSD does not mean that you're crazy. And in fact, somebody who's been diagnosed with something has stepped up and said, I have these issues, I want help for these issues. And it's actually very treatable. What I wanted to show people was, you can be a normal, thriving person and have mental health issues, that help for those and acknowledge those and still be okay. I was unable to envision that I would ever arrive at a point where I wasn't constantly thinking about what happened, or constantly having flashbacks, or constantly trying to shoo away those bad feelings. I can sit here today and say that, I have weeks go by where I don't think about it. And weeks is huge.